Hey guys, another video for our Nature and Environment in Japan playlist. As you guys know, Japan is very hot and very humid in summer. We also get lots of rain. So the result of that is it's like living in a greenhouse. So all that greenery you can see growing beside the road there and beside that footpath, in winter that doesn't exist. There's nothing there at all. And then from spring into summer, as it starts to get warm, all that starts to shoot up. And they'll come along every now and again, but they can't keep up. The council and the other people, the main roads, people are responsible for looking after cutting back all this stuff, just can't keep up. They'll go hard all summer, and they'll probably get on, by the time winter comes and it stops growing, they'll get on top of it. By the end of winter it'll all be tidy, and then spring will come and it'll all start growing again. It's full on, really fast. When you drive down the same road every day, you can just about see it growing, because every day you come down there's a bit more and a bit more. Weeds shoot up anywhere there's a bit of a gap in the bitumen or in the concrete. Weeds will shoot up. So everything on the right there doesn't exist in winter. There's no greenery there at all. It just all comes out of nowhere and encroaches on the road. Sometimes the roads seem to get narrower and narrower as it all encroaches out. So it is beautiful. The green, the lushness of the green is amazing. The rice fields and the mountains and the trees, you know, the lushness of it, the green is just beautiful. And the rate it grows is just amazing. Places that we drive past every day, you know, there's normally nothing there. Suddenly there's this thing growing up out of the ground. So out in the rice fields, these little narrow little roads, they'll slowly get encroached onto the point where they'll be scraping along your car as you drive along. On the right you can see the rice fields there, and between them the weeds growing. That's a problem for the farmers, of course, because it interferes. If the weeds grow down into the field, it'll interfere with their yield. So obviously they don't want that. The other thing is that rodents can live in there as well, and live in there and then go and eat their rice. So they don't want that either. So they'll be cutting back those weeds constantly all through summer. So we'll drive past in the morning and there'll be a farmer out there cutting it with his brush cutter or his mower type machine, and we come past 10 hours later and he'll still be there, because it's just endless. Every day they're out there doing it all summer. Just never ends, because it grows so fast that by the time they get to the end of one rice field, they're going to come back and do it again. Because that length that you're seeing there, that could grow 3-4 weeks maybe to get back to that length again. So he'll be back 3 or 4 weeks time. He'll be back. It'll be the same length again. Endless. Hard work too. You know, the temperatures 36, 37, 39 degrees, 50 or 60% humidity. So yeah, really hard work. Lots of older people doing it too, you know. Don't see many young farmers. We know some, but mostly it's the old generation, and some of them are really old, you know, hunched over out there doing this day in, day out. Hard work. So here's where they've already cut. See the water? It often leaks from the rice fields onto those roads and it gets really muddy and really slippery. But you can see they've cut there already, so it's sort of more tidy. So the old farmhouse, we cut every Thursday after 3 o'clock. Some of you, that's an in joke, some of you will get that. After 3 o'clock every Thursday we cut that to try and keep it under control, keep it tidy. However, our grumpy old neighbour rarely cuts his, probably 7-8 weeks. And he'll come out and he'll do a little corner of that and then he'll leave it. And it just grows back up again. So he never wins. He never beats it, because he's too lazy probably. But he just comes out and does a little bit, achieves nothing, and then leaves it and it grows again. So same vacant land. We've got some vacant land around the place. Same thing. They'll come every few months and cut it, and then it just grows back up again like that. Oh, just incredible. Great when you want to grow something. You imagine that, you know, the rice really grows quickly too. So that's a vacant block there. You can see the vines climbing up the power pole, up the power line. And then across the street, there's actually a house behind that you can usually see. An abandoned house, similar to this one. Have a look at the vines. See the vines actually climb up the building and then climb up the power lines? And often you'll see them going up the power poles too. How's this one? It's another abandoned one. Sort of beautiful, isn't it? We've posted photos of that before, similar images to that. Nature taking back, isn't it? Anyway, you get the idea. Living in Japan in summer is like living in a greenhouse. More videos coming soon.